That's the best thing about marketplace superheroes as a whole. You do care. I know it's very cliched and some people can say it's corny, but it's the truth.
Back with another case study. It's been a little while since we've had one of these, but I'm joined by someone who is really having a big impact in the marketplace superheroes community. He's a true hero. We got Noel. Noel, how are you getting on, sir?
Hello, Stephen. Good to speak to you. How are you?
I'm very well, thanks. That accent, to people that are listening today, where the hell is that accent from? Well, I know, but they don't.
Not too far from yourself, and also closer to Robert, I suppose, Northern Ireland.
Northern Ireland, very good. So you've been here a little while, Noel, and as I say, really great part of the community. And I wanted to talk about your story today as someone who isn't doing like 100,000 a month yet, but you will. I wanted to get kind of the story, what's happened during your time at Marketplace Superheroes. So where I'd like to begin is going back to before you got involved in selling on Amazon. I want to find out, what did life look like? And then how did you get to the point of saying, I know what I want to do. I want to sell products on Amazon. So what happened?
I was in a government job for probably 20 years, 19, 20 years, very comfortable. And I was always the sort of person who looked at doing maybe some other things on the side, maybe a bit of extra work, TV and film here.
We can reveal that? Nice one.
Yeah. Bit of TV work, a bit of extra work, BBC stuff, Game of Thrones is, I think every person in Northern Ireland has probably been on it at one time or another. Because of that, I was sort of looking around for bits and pieces, and COVID obviously happened to everybody in 2020. And instead of me going out to work for the day job, work from home, working on a laptop, and I actually then was finding that my work was done very early in the day. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. We weren't allowed to do anything. You couldn't go anywhere. Amazon Flex, I suppose, I had done it. I've sort of said a few times in the community that, that's a side hustle that I've done for 4 or 5 years. I started doing that a bit more because it's afternoon stuff. But actually, it was my stepdaughter's father came into the house one day, and he had been a car salesman for 10, 15 years, and all of a sudden he stopped. He changed his life entirely, and he went a different route. And it got me thinking, is there something better out there for me and also then for the family long term? And that's when I started looking online, seeing what was out there, what was possible. And that was when I met a young gentleman from down south, as we say, on a Facebook advert.
That's cool.
And this marketplace superheroes.
And there you, well, we'll get into that in a second, right? But what I wanted to ask you, I'm always interested to know, and I'm sure other people watching this video today are as well, is like, when you're Googling around or looking around, when you were trying to figure out what was the thing you wanted to do, how did you do that? Were you on YouTube? What were you typing in?
Probably online courses was a Google search. And as we know, this was with everything in Facebook and online, algorithms kick in and you start seeing these different things popping up. I'm very much my day job at that point was very much processes, systems, logistics, that sort of stuff. And I was going through maybe different searches, online selling, things like that, because I've been in sales before my government job as a very young person. And that was probably what I was doing, was Googling the likes of online sales.
Yeah. Do you think the Amazon Flex that you were doing, which by the way, everybody, if you'd like us to do a video with Noel about his Amazon Flex side hustle, get down below, give the video a like, and just type in Amazon Flex. And we'll know you want to have a video on that then. But anyway, do you think doing that kind of got you thinking, wow, there's a lot of parcels here that I'm delivering that are all Amazon orientated, that maybe I should sell there?
Absolutely, because doing the Amazon Flex, and then obviously at that time where you weren't going out, you weren't being able to shop. Shopping went so online, and we had actually only moved into a new house. And as ladies like to do, my wife was ordering, and every day there was another person coming to the house and another parcel on Amazon. So yes, even not being involved in obviously this side, you could see the shift that was, and it was inevitable. Things were going online more and more. And it was hard to see how that was ever going to stop or go back to the way it was pre-pandemic.
So, okay, so you're sitting in the house, you see an ad with my face on it. God bless you. You clicked it, and so you obviously, you started learning about marketplace superheroes. I suppose my question is, what about the opportunity or our marketplace superheroes itself? sort of made you think, yeah, this is the place I want to learn? Because you can learn from a lot of places, right? What were the elements that kind of appealed to you, shall we say?
Sure. Going through the sort of the first week of the 7-day masterclass, the videos and yourself broke it down. And because of my process and logistic background for that 20 years, it seemed like it was a process that I believed I would be able to follow. The steps were well laid out. And it also didn't seem like here's something to get rich quick. You know, as you would sort of, people are maybe wary online of scammy things, what have you.
Yeah.
You were very easy to believe what you were saying, what the videos were saying was possible. There was no pressure. Do this and we will show you and we will be with you every step of the way.
Enrolled in Ignite initially, and that's where you learned the private label model that we teach. So talk to us about when you got in there and started learning, like, did you feel like it was as simple, or was it more difficult, or how did you get into the program?
I started quite quickly. Now, I have to be honest, one thing that you need for this business is a laptop, and I didn't actually have a laptop at that point.
Crazy. All right.
So as I was going through it on the phone, it was slightly problematic. Got myself a laptop, and then actually I got COVID myself at the start of 2021. Oh. It was just then I had to take some time off work, slightly enforced. But then I said to myself, do you know what? I have to be off work, but this has given me an opportunity. I have a laptop. Let's start going through Ignite. Watch the videos. I maybe watched each video a couple of times, took notes, and then started getting involved in the Facebook groups. Your Win Your Wednesdays, getting involved, making comments. And actually that was, you know, what then actually gave me the spur on was not that we're here for the merch, but I won a t-shirt.
You're wearing some nice merch today, by the way. Jeez,
it's
Robert always says I'm whatever, but I really want one of those. I'm gonna get one of those. You guys have more merch than I do. Anyway, I'm not gonna complain.
But it's so good quality. It's class.
Yeah.
I love wearing it.
Okay, so you were a really good student. You got into it. You took it very seriously. You watched the videos. I guess some people will be wondering, from the time you started to the time maybe you were getting samples / placing your first order, how long did it take you to do that?
If I go from, say, I started Ignite mid-January. I then joined Origin in March.
Okay.
And then things started to happen really quickly after I joined Origin. By mid-May, I had already had the sample. I'd gone to bootcamp in April, virtual bootcamp, which again gave me more momentum. And then I had samples ordered by the beginning of May, and I placed my first order towards the end of May. Yeah,
I remember you were in a race with Eveline in our community during around that time. I remember that as well. So, okay. So that's pretty good. You know, I mean, it's only a matter of maybe 4 or 5 months when you place your order and got rocking. So that's great, because some people will wonder, well, is it going to take me how long? And obviously, like, people have done it faster, but I think, you know, the pace you were running at was a good pace. Like, I mean, I think that's a pretty normal pace of time. And for some people, they might say that sounds too long. And at the end of the day, well, I'm going to ask you that, like, what do you think about that? If someone says, oh, it's too long, I want this instant win, right?
You do want it. And when you get into the material, you start seeing the wee successes that you get, you know, when you order your first sample, when you find a product, even first of all, where it looks good. And if you have a coach, or if you go through a validation and they say, yes, go to the next stage, the numbers then look good, you get your sample, and it's all excitement. You will see the photographs of people getting the parcels to their door. There's no better feeling. All these small wins build up, and you want it as quick as you can. I suppose, and there's no secret to me. You know, I only had a certain amount of capital. The likes of the Amazon Flex and even the acting and the TV work, anything that I earned there, that was what I was putting into the business. And that, you know, and I had to grow that steadily. So it didn't take me too long, but that meant that I had the capital then to put in the order for the first order. Which
right,
you want as quick as possible, but you know, that was just what the time was going to take me to do it, and I was happy with that.
Good. Okay, well, let's fast forward a little bit then. So, you know, you've been your first order was came in then around May June, July, August, September, something like that. It was a little bit longer, maybe with COVID.
Yeah, it was a wee bit longer.
Yeah.
It came in, I would say, just around the end of October, start of November.
Yeah, yeah. That's a well, look, everyone had delays during that time because it was obviously
Yeah.
very heavy and all the rest. It's getting better now, but there are still some delays, of course. I mean, that's for everybody, no matter what e-commerce model you're in, it's the same situation. So you went into stock around start of November, let's just say then. Now at the time of recording it, we're in February. Have you made any sales? No. That's what
Oh
people are
yeah,
wondering.
yeah. I have made quite a few.
Good.
After yeah. No, it's been good. I think to date I have around $4,500 worth of sales with that first
Congrats.
product. So
On your first product.
yeah.
That's great.
And I have a couple more products in development that will probably be ordered in the next week or so. So yeah, all things have gone well. I suppose it's been a big learning curve. The first product launched, sent in the first replenishment from the hub into Amazon. A couple of days, nothing really happened. Didn't panic. That's normal. I had another chat with Coach Mike, and actually we just looked at the list and made sure some words were fine and keywords and stuff. And actually that day was the first sale.
Oh yeah, I kind of remember that
boom.
story. I think from somewhere. Maybe you told me before. I can't remember, but that's
The ice hockey match, probably.
Yeah, it probably was. That's great though. I mean, I love hearing that because again, yeah, like you're someone. Tell me what you think. I know what I can tell you. I'd rather it's better to come from you. Like, where do you want to bring this business to? Like, say on a monthly basis or a yearly basis. Like, what's your target now that you know it works? I've got the proof of concept. My first item did well. I've got more ordered. Where would you, and obviously we're going to help you get there. Where do you want to get to?
Yeah. I want to see as as big as I can get it. And when I say as big as I can get it, in the next 12 months, I would like to have at least the 6 products up and running. I'm also taking part in the exchange program as well. So I invested money into it to then obviously get more money back to invest in me. Yeah. So I would like to obviously get to around 6 by the end of this year. Just with where I am, I think that's doable. And then for the next year to push on to the 12.
Fantastic. And also, by the way, if you want to apply for the same program that Noel's talking about, the first link in the description down below, you can click on it right now. Apply, we'll chat to you. And again, this is the same process Noel is going through. So back to it. That's a great goal. I mean, there's no question about it. You're going to hit the 6. I believe with our help as well, we will help you as much as we can. I think we'll get you to that 12 even sooner. I'd love to see that because people like you is why we do it. It's great. You're applying it. You're making it happen. You're well on the way now. You're inspiring the community constantly with your updates, which is huge. So I suppose as we do wrap up today, we like to keep these short, but also, lots of information in them. People that are wondering like whether I should join any of the Marketplace Superheroes programs, because obviously we do different things these days. More and more. What would you say about like even the community and that type of thing?
The community is the big thing. That is so good. As you said earlier on about Evelyn, there was probably a group of about 4 or 5 of us that were sort of in the similar stages this time last year. And we saw each other having success. We pushed each other on. And then, we like to help them, people that we see coming through now and answering questions. And, the programs that you are bringing, Accelerate, I am so excited for Accelerate. Can't wait to get started in it. And, the cryptos, as the merch suggests, I'm in the Hero Coin Club as well. Because everything that you do bring to us, you stay with us. You're there for the long haul. The trust is there. We do the journey together. And if there's any issues, we work through any issues. And that's the best thing about Marketplace Superheroes as a whole. You do care. I know it's very cliched and some people can say it's corny, but it's the truth. I would tell everybody to go for it. Whatever your why is, whatever your goals are, it's definitely achievable. Definitely.
All right. Well, Noel, thanks, man, for taking the time out of your day to jump on and tell us your story. I appreciate it. I look forward to seeing you develop more and more and helping as much as we can. And also, if you wanted us to do that video, that Amazon Flex with Noel, get down below and type in Amazon Flex. Who knows? Maybe we'll even do something more detailed on it for you guys to help you, because again, it's a nice side hustle. It's available in a lot of big cities and areas, so it's worth taking a look at. But you're doing it a number of years, so maybe we'll do that. And obviously in the future, I look forward to bringing you back when you're doing, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 grand a month in your Amazon business, which will happen. I look forward to bringing you back for that. But for me, thanks a million, Noel. And I love having you part of the community. I appreciate it.
Not a problem, Stephen. Speak to you soon.